Welcome. Excuse me. Still getting over a little bit of a cold here. Trying to, hopefully, my voice will return soon. But I just want to say welcome to, you're watching East Seniors GT3 Fun Run at Brands Hatch. This is the winter break. Fun races, chance to get new drivers acclimated to the league, so on. And I just wanted to welcome you. My stream is called WOES. That stands for Willie Owens Esports. And glad to have you here. Hopefully you decide to come back at some point. I had started building this channel back last summer. I had my own gaming channel, but I decided to make a channel that was purely racing. And sorry, excuse me. And I had been working hard on the channel, building it up, but it's kind of tapered off some. But over the winter here, I'm going to start broadcasting some races here and there, possibly even some iRacing races, some race room races. Who knows? Always looking for new material to broadcast. I enjoy watching the drivers. I probably get more kick out of watching the drivers than I do racing myself. The qualifying just started 1 minute ago. It's currently 2:01 Eastern Daylight Time. And we're running with Mike Dearlove. Right behind him is a new guy that I've never seen that name before. M. Losh Gedlime. Probably butchering his name. We'll see. We'll have to work on that. But it looks like our newcomers got a nice pace going on for himself. Let's look for the number 711 in the teal blue Ferrari. It's what I call pool. That's pool liner blue. A lot of pool liners here in America are that color. I personally really like that color for a race car because it's really easy to spot from long distances. We got quite a bit of people running Ferraris. We also have Terry Trowbridge running it in the 97, running the Ferrari. Justice in the 57. We got a couple Ferraris going on here. We have Daniel Britos, who's driving the McLaren, number 15 today. Good to see Daniel on the track. This was not a planned broadcast. I just kind of decided last minute, just because I haven't been feeling great. If I feel good that day, and then I'll just throw up something. I think people like to see the broadcasts, even if it's just a practice run. That was, I believe, Mark Christopher just coming out of the pits. And the black 20. I need to get his paint skin. I have a couple black cars on the track, but he has a very nice paint skin with the PWS logo. I know some of the guys using PWS logos rather than country logos, which is interesting. Probably good advertisement for their team, but at the same time, I personally like the country code on the end. I really like that. Knowing which country each driver's from. I also like to see that when I'm on the track. And this also is the GT3 World Championship. So you got drivers from all over the place. All over the world. And this truly is a world league. I mean, you have people on the track from like Netherlands, Argentina, Great Britain, Germany, Canada, England. I already said that. The U.S. So far, our top dog is Gerard, who's running in the 986. His best is a 124.182, which is scorching fast. And he just got knocked out of that position by John Saunders, who just did a 124.182. And did we lose? What the heck just happened? Oh, David Gerard did a 124.990. It was Saunders that did the 24.182. Sorry about that. I mistakenly give credit to David Gerard. But we have rounding out the 5. We have Saunders, Rogers, Bird, Bourne, Gerard, Noble, Howells, Ponov, that's Maurice's son, Mark Newtlings, and Mr. Langholm. There's currently 36 cars on the track. Hey, Big Natty, how are you? Oh, okay. Thank you, Big Natty. Hope you're having a great day and a pretty good New Year so far. Healthy is the most important thing, I think. Currently riding with Maurice. I always want to call him Maurice. His name's Merche. I always call him Maurice. I put a U and an R in there. Sorry. I'm forever apologizing for that. Will Saunders break into the 123s? When I looked through the list, recently they just had the list of new drivers coming out. I'm not sure what the additions were to Group 1. But it looks like the last champion has returned. So we're going to have him, and we'll have Saunders. And Lars Eklund's been looking very fast. We have about 5 or 6 guys that can contend for the Group 1 championship, I believe. And also there's been a couple new guys that are going to be up front, so they could They could help change the outcomes. So I think we'll change drivers here. Let's take a look at Simpson. His time runs out. He's trying to get his last lap in. His fastest lap. He did. He improved his time. He went from the 127s into the 126s. So good job. He did a little improvement. He didn't give up. Good on him. And that's it for the qual. A lot of Group 1 drivers in this race. There's one significant standout, though, I see in the top 15, and that would be Andy Skelton, who qualified in 14th. Behind him was the new guy, Losh Gedheim, and then Terry Howard, D. Holtz, Morris, Gaunt, Trowbridge, Terry Ars, Dearlove, Schaefer, Wybush, Simpson, Britos, Tholen, Schichter, and the 171. That's a new name for me. Banks, Justice, Malinsky, McFarland, another new name. Highcants, and then there's a Pekchia in the 338. Then Kevin Torres, Wybush, Buckley, and Mackay in 38. 38 cars. Wow. My goodness. Driver is just sitting there sweating bullets. This driver's running 30 in the 33rd position in a 338 Lamborghini, and he was just probably got butterflies in his stomach right now. This league does not do restarts, so there won't be any restarts. Whatever happens, happens. Hello, Nikos! Nikos. Thank you for stopping by. If you have any requests, certain driver you'd like to see,
30 seconds.
I'll try and check on the chat now and then and change around drivers.
20 seconds.
20 seconds to go.
Seconds.
I have chat up on my other screen now, so I could read chat. Yesterday, I wasn't able to read chat. I was kind of hoping they would do a full, like, there was some chatter in Discord that they would do or someone suggested, I think it was Reese Wiggins, suggested possibly do a full lap. And I kind of like that idea. We did it some last year, or season 2, and I really liked the whole warm-up lap. I think it does a good job of focusing people.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Here we go. So far, it looks pretty clean, guys. Oh, they're almost at our first bump there. He was able to hold off on bumping. There's a true tester here. We got a whole bunch of cars. So far, excellent job. People are very aware of being gentlemen. And we do have one guy, I think it might have been Wybush. He usually drives those green and black colors. Not 100% sure. Well, there's Wybush. He's got a fancy looking Honda. And he just got the commentator's curse. And one off there. We are getting some yellows now, guys. Nico says, I love to see Group 3 drivers doing well. Yes, I agree. In fact, let's take a look at our top performer for Group 3. Here he is right here. Representing Group 3, Andy Skelton in the number 2 Lexus. And this seems to be, he's doing very well at this track. Finished, I think, 11th or 12th on Monday. I'm not sure if he raced yesterday or not, but he's definitely showing his prowess at this track. Currently running 15th. Let's take a look up front here. We're running with Chris Bourne. If you have any special requests of like people you'd like me to follow, feel free to put it in chat and I'll be glad to change cars. If I ever really got into this broadcasting part of this game, I would buy a second copy and then have a second copy running on my other machine and then have a second screen feed in the corner showing like another driver. That's how I would set it up. I'm really shocked that other people have not done that. I mean, if I was really into it, I probably would have maybe 3 copies of the game running at once. I could easily do that because I have fiber, super fast. My connections could handle it. So that's Chris Bourne currently running in 4th. We're going to move. Let's take a look at. There has been contacts. There's a 96. 96 has been in a lot of contacts. Kenneth Langholm still seems to be running good. It must have been just some bumper hitting. See, the 97 and 62 got together. That would be Terry Trowbridge and Terry Howard. But I can't go back. I don't think I could go back and view it. It might be too long ago. Let's see. Nah, it didn't show the incident. It's too far back. There's Derek Bird, who switched from the Porsche to the McLaren today. He's running in 5th. And right behind him is Mr. Ponoff. Bourne looks to be pushing David Gerard pretty hard. Let's stay with this. Bourne has turned the fastest lap of the. Is that true? Fastest lap of the race with a 124.7. There's a view behind Rogers. And you see Saunders is quite a bit of a gap. Chris Bourne seems very quick in his first time with the... oh yeah, it's not his first time, believe me. He's constantly, always trying out different cars, this guy. Oh, here's his big... that's his moment. Does he take advantage of it? No, he seemed to be stepping back, racing in a very gentleman way. Did not take advantage there. He probably could have. But he gave Gerard a chance to settle his car. Which, that's the way to race, guys. You know, if you're a racing driver on your way up in life, like in real racing, then you might want to take advantage like that. But this is not for money. You know, it's just a bunch of friendly club racing. Nico says, Merche doing better than his son so far. Senior's power. Oh yeah, let's take a look at his son. There's Mark Newlings at 33. Polonov running 5th, as we just said. Bourne and Gerard. Looks like something has happened to Skelton. Skelton must have something happened to Skelton where he has fallen all the way back to 35th. Oh, it looks like he was punted from behind possibly by the 13. See if we could look at that one more time. Was there contact there? Or, wow, it doesn't look like he was close enough. It looked like he just spun out, but that might be a net code thing. Huh. The 13 is being run by Mark Pocock. I don't know. It was really hard to see if there was contact there. You know, it might be a net code thing. I might not be seeing it. Hello, how are you today? How's it going, Mr. Pedersen? Again, if there's a car that you want me to focus in on, let me know. It's an extremely casual broadcast. Try not to talk too much because my voice is still a little screwed up here. Molesky is in the pits now. Let's take a look. Molesky in a 696. I'm not picking him up as anything happened to him. So Bourne has gotten by. I'm sorry we missed that, guys. Bourne has gotten by Gerard. Yes, I see that. I'm sorry I missed that pass. And let's see if Bourne could run down Rogers. But I think right now Bourne is running about 100th of a second slower than Rogers. Probably one way that he might catch him is say if Rogers gets caught in traffic at all. That's there looks like a nice little race going for 8th place between Halls and Lingholm. Lingholm is really a good driver. I almost think in some ways he was misplaced in Group 3 because this guy has great. If you watch the replays and watch him race, he has great car control. Watch. The little commentator curse might come along right about now. .5 seconds behind them is the new guy. And the new guy's best was a 126.020. Yeah, Kenneth is doing good. He made a super pass the other day, Monday. What's today, Wednesday? My days mixed up. Caught Noble going off track there. Who's that? Oh, that's Uwe Thoen right behind Noble. Uwe has been getting better and better, man. Uwe was a little bit better than me when we first started, man. He has just upped his game so much. So much. He left all those drivers really in his rearview mirror with upping his game. Proud of Uwe. One of my worst incidents that I've made in this racing here was what I think it was at Silverstone. Uwe was in my blind spot and I didn't let off and thump, and I turned both Uwe and myself. It was one of my rare incidents, and it still always sticks in my head, bugs me. It's always like one of the guys you like the most that you end up hitting. But he's getting sweated hard right now by H. Morris. We got a nice little pack of cars here. I pretty much every incident that I've been in or caused, I pretty much have in my memory. Because you don't want to make the same mistake over and over, too, you know. So you try and memorize, see what you did wrong, what happened. Oh, we got loose. He goes off near the tree. Makes kind of very ugly rejoin by Uwe. Sorry to say, Uwe, but that was ugly. and pretty dangerous as well. Nico says, you don't cause incidents. Willie, cleaner, driver, and group. I caused you one, and it's not. I remember that. We were having a pretty good race, which surprised me. Surprised me that I was even able to compete at all, really. Oh, no! Oh boy. What do we got here? Let's see if we get a replay of this. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. So that's the number 14. He's managed to get back on the track. Number 14. Do I have a replay? I have a replay of an early incident with the 14. Where it looks like, oh, this is it. Yeah, this is what happened. This is it, guys. We'll do it one more time. This is what happened to him. He got hit in the rear quarter panel, and he's retired. I would say that was definitely on the Golf car as well. Because he was trying to make the pass, and it was evident that the 14 didn't turn into him either. Let's take a look at our leaders, though. There's in third place, Bourne coming up on. Now they're starting to hit traffic. Let's see what it looks like. There's a beat up car, although 12 he's passed. I try not to get any incidents, but it's easier to not get any incidents if you drive slower. So for me, I'm a slower driver, so it's easier to stay out of trouble. Still, you see, there's Langholm with Loesch behind him, and Howes has opened a big gap. Before, these two guys were running both for 8th place, but Howes on the grass now. Paunoff is up to 7th. That's the son of Paunoff. Bird's running 6th. Papa Paunoff is running 5th. Gerard 4th. Bourne trying to work his way through traffic. And this is Saunders is just running away with it. And now, for some reason, Holtz has been given a DT. Why is he getting a drive-through? He must have rushed it when he came out of the pits, maybe. He's having a tough time here. He's a fast driver. And McLaren is definitely his car. I don't know. I really don't. There's a couple new names that I have. Schechter is another one I don't know anything about. W. I can't say his name. I'm sorry, guys. First time here. First words are difficult. Hagans, number 12. I've never seen him before today. Schechter, in the 171. I never saw him either before today. I've seen this name, Petchia, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Have any information on any of these drivers. One thing I could do is I could have a look through the list of potentially new drivers and see if their names are on the list. I mean, I see one new name, a couple new names in Group 3, John Newton, John Collins. I'm looking for through list on Discord. Group 2. Oh, Marco Loesch Gideon. He is listed as a Group 2 driver. So there's your answer. We have 8 minutes and 22 seconds left. Okay. Nico says Pecchia is American, I think. Done a couple races in Group 3 last session. And you see, I think that is a 3/14 of Kai Schaefer, who has planted it into the wall there. And I think he's still waiting to get for a clean spot to get back on. I don't have a replay of that, so sorry. So he's currently running 29th. Sibo, I'm just told, just took over second place. Something must have happened to Rogers. He must have had a runoff or something. There's Rogers, who has Ponoff all over him. I generally try not to play favorites or root for anyone while I'm racing, but and I know he gets on a lot of incidents, but the number 69 is one of my personal favorites. I don't know the guy I don't know him at all, but he just happens to be one of my personal favorites just because I enjoy watching him race. And no, he didn't pay me to say that. I just enjoy watching the guy race. I know he gets in incidents and gets himself into trouble, but he's fun to watch. Super fast, and he races to me more like almost a NASCAR racer, and I'm a big fan of NASCAR. So. One guy we haven't seen in a while is who is the admin is Michelle Benchaya. I haven't seen him in a while. So you see 69 is now trying to work his way through some traffic. He has Bush in front of him, who yields. He moved over and lifted. No, very, very clean. No drama. I didn't see any. Dimitri asked a question. Hi, guys. Any drama on lap 1? No, it's very, very clean. I thought there was contact listed, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it in my view when I did like the helicopter view at the start of the race. It seemed like it was pretty good to me. No major. There might have been like people maybe bumpering each other, but I don't think anyone got spun out or anything like that. We're running down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Saunders still with a huge lead. Cars running off to let Saunders by. There's Bourne. He'll be coming up on that traffic as well pretty soon. Third place driver, David Gerard, aka Pit Bits, I believe. Mark Rogers. And fourth, Paulnoff trying to catch up to Rogers. What will help him there possibly is traffic. Bird still holding in sixth. Paul, the son of Paulnoff in seventh. Halls in eighth. The new Group 2 driver, Loesch, doing a really great job in the 7-Eleven. Kenneth Lingholm, 10th. He's had a nice run. Mark Pocock trying to reel Kenneth in 11th. David Noble in third. That's kind of a surprising place. I mean, to see Noble. He's in the 3 car, but in 12th place, which is kind of an odd place to see Mr. Noble. Morris. Tholen. Terry Howard in 15th. Brito 16th. Eric Daunt in 17th. McFarlane in his Porsche, which he normally runs. Terry Drobich in 19th. Kevin Torrance in the Lexus in 20th. Brian Banks in 21st. Tris Simpson in 21st. Matt Kay in 23rd. Justice 24th. Skelton 25th. Pecchia in 26th. Schechter 28th. Schaefer 27th. Heikantz 29th. Holtz back on the track in 14th. He got punted earlier. Wybush is in the pit. Deerlift 32. Molinsky back on the track. Some of these guys had issues earlier on. I think we started with what did we say, Nikos? 40 drivers? Buckley is reporting now. Oh, he says Michelle works during the day, and Mr. Buckley said, not clean. I crashed at tier 3 when I hear deer lug. Oh, was that on the first lap, Stefan? I missed that one. We're winding down anyway. There's only a minute left of this race. Chris Bourne just runs off a little bit there. I don't think he's going to catch Saunders. We'll try and see if we could find a closer race here for you. It looks like none of the top guys have close enough to race each other. Noble's picked up a spot. He's moved into 11th. And he's looking to catch Pocock. This is probably the closest race going on right now with 31 seconds left. We'll just stay on this little race. Pocock got a little bit wide there, but came off pretty well. Noble has got a good lap going on right now.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
We're sticking with this because this is the closest race on the track right now. I think we might have some action here. We'll see. David might push it a little bit hard on this last lap to make it a little interesting. The 11 is about halfway done with the lap right now. And he has a commanding lead over the 119. 119 is stuck behind 2 cars. And I don't think there's too much of a gap unless Bourne makes a huge mistake between Bourne and Gerard. So that's why I'm sticking with this. The 11's right now coming on the front stretch. Is about to finish. The 11's done.
The leader has finished the race.
Something just happened with the 119 of Bourne. Bourne somehow, I don't know what happened, but he lost second place there. Noble's not going to be able to catch Pocock. So not too exciting finish, but overall it was a decent race. I wouldn't say there's huge amounts of incidents, but you know, it had its amounts of incidents. Chris Bourne just said in the chat he had thought we had finished the race, so he gave up. He gave up second position, thinking that the race was over. This is for position. These cars are all for position right here. We're running with Kevin Torres in the 86. It doesn't look like anyone's going to make any moves here. So that's it. Thanks for reviewing this practice race. I enjoyed doing the coverage of it. I'm sorry that my voice isn't the greatest right now, but hope everyone enjoyed it, and we'll see you again possibly sometime. Have a great night, guys. If you're interested in racing with this group, it's plus 50, and you can find them at just search ACC GT3 World Championship, and you'll find it, or eSeniors, or ask for the link below, and I'll gladly give you the link to their website. You can also search them on Facebook. Good night. Everyone be healthy and happy.